Hey guys, it's Jack here today, and today I've got a good one for you. I had an amazing race in this KTM crossbow, racing with my buddy Hillbilly IG, and we were testing around some of the cars, and I decided to give it a go with the KTM using the soft tires. I wanted to see if you could make the soft tires work in the race, so we're going to be working together here a little bit at the start, trying to make sure we get everything. And this Viper just snaps back into me. Thought we were able to just kind of sneak around the outside, but it's all good. We're going to be putting our heads down and trying to make our way up through the field. So the strategy I chose was using the soft tires and try to drive all the way up through the field, and hopefully I have a big enough gap by the time I get by all these guys that the fall off from the tires is not going to negatively affect me too much. So here I see Hillbilly IG. He's the one who did that Viper livery for me. And we used to race together in Toro races and Delta races. So we're working together here. He's going to make a nice move up the inside of this Audi, but when he makes that move, he's going to leave enough space for me to get back inside and really help me out. Now, he knew I was on the soft tires, so he actually told me at this point in the race to just let me go. But right here, you can see how being patient really pays off. So me and him both back off this corner early because we see they're fighting. And now I'm able to pass two cars right there on that exit, and he's going to follow me all the way through. And he's going to be able to pass those two cars as well. So just that little bit of patience right there really put it down. So when I was practicing, I threw on the soft tires, and on lap 3, I only lost about 1.5 seconds. So which was still about the same lap time I would be doing on the medium. So I thought to myself, well, I might as well wing it. That purple car gave me a heart attack, I'm not gonna lie. So I decided to wing it and see if I could make it work. So we have to make sure we can get to the lead before our tires are shot. So we really gotta push, and unfortunately, right there, I pushed a little bit too hard, costing myself some time. So let's talk about the car here. The KTM is very, very, very light, and it is very light on the tires. So weight and downforce have the biggest effect on a car's tire wear. This car is very easy on its tires, but it's also very quick in a straight line. It's not particularly crazy fast in the corners, but it is very stable with the tune I'm using, and I'm able to make a lot of passes on the straights. And because it's very light on the tires, I'm also able to be aggressive, very, very aggressive, because these guys are going to be a lot slower in the corners than I am. I'm going to be getting better corner exits, and with the better straight line speed I have, you can see I can just pull up alongside this Corvette, and I'm not too worried about Eau Rouge because I believe I'm going to be able to just barely clear him as we get up to Eau Rouge. So see, he tried to take it in a little bit too hard. I was able to complete that pass, just squeeze by. So we now have our sights set on third. So on this short race at Spa, we don't have that much time to really make mistakes. So we're just going to push as hard as we can. And you can see this tire advantage we have is massive. We are going so much faster than the rest of these cars. We maybe have about half the lap remaining to where we can really take advantage of our tires before they start to wear. So we need to continue to be as aggressive as we can. So I see these guys side by side, so I'm going to be really taking a wide exit, which allows me to put the power down early. The Viper in front goes wide. I kind of block off that move so that Viper can't go inside, and I'm able to sneak by both of them right at the start, get a little bit of contact from the Viper behind, but now it's all about catching this car in front. So it's gotta be push, push, push. I've got maybe till the Camel Straight, the long straightaway after Eau Rouge, before these tires are going to start slowing down, and the Viper behind me or in front of me is going to have the advantage. So I got to get there as fast as I can. So we're pushing as hard as we can, going for the best lap time, and hopefully we're going to be able to make this work out. So you can see this gap is coming down pretty quickly. Now we're in the strength of the KTM. So if we were on even tires, the lap times would be about the same, but because I'm on soft tires, I not only have an advantage on the straights, but I also have a good advantage in the corners. So even with me starting all the way at the back of the pack without qualifying, I'm able to drive my way through the field. The raceability of this KTM is very, very good. So although it is not one of the best lap time cars you can choose, it is one of the best race cars you can choose. It's very good on the tires, so you don't have a big fall off. It's pretty quick on the straights, and it's fast enough in the corners to not be a liability. So here we are all over the Viper now. We have caught up enough ground, and we're within that 0.7 of a second mark for that draft to take effect. Once that car is more than 0.7 of a second ahead, we will no longer be gaining that advantage. So right now I need to make sure I just get a nice, good rouge and just not make any mistakes there. We're gonna get in the draft and we're gonna be able to pull out in front, but I want you to keep an eye right there. Those tires just went yellow. So now I am gonna start getting that lap time drop off. So I was able to take the lead, and we have a similar amount of time on penalties. So now it is just gonna be a one-on-one race all the way to the finish. Now, this is where the KTM being a faster car on the straights really came in handy, because if I was in any other car that was equal with him, I would not be able to hold this position that long. So we have to make sure we don't make any mistakes. It's all about getting good corner exits, not letting him get alongside. So right there, we get the power down a little bit too aggressively. The rear wheel's spinning, but we're still good. We're still good. We're gonna put the power down and try and drive away as much as we can where we have the advantage. Minimize the mistakes where we are at current disadvantage, which is right here in the corners. About now is when I'm really starting to feel it. I can feel the car pushing out wide. I had to lift there a little bit more than I wanted to. So I know he's definitely got the advantage on me in the corners now. I really need to be careful, because there's also that air wash from the car behind gives you in Forza Motorsport. So that's going to be pushing my car out wide a little bit more than it normally would, along with the tires. So I'm really struggling in these last couple corners to make sure I don't make any mistakes. Right here, he gave me a slight little bump. That honestly probably helped me get a little bit extra acceleration. So right now we're going to be coming up, and I'm on worn tires. I don't think he knows how worn my tires are, because he takes a little bit off and he was willing to back out, keeps it clean and fair, doesn't force the issue. But I think he could have made that pass if he stuck it in. So now we just have to make sure we get a good exit, and the tires are really feeling it right now. But we get a good enough exit. He's alongside, but we have the acceleration advantage. We are going to be able to pull away and take home the win using the soft tires. So if you guys enjoyed that race and you want to see more content like that, please leave a like, a comment, and if you want to, please subscribe. Please let me know down below any other types of videos you'd want to see. And just remember, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we will be hosting private lobbies. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.